Kramer. Here. Field.
Here.
Tomcheck.
Here.
Siegel. Here. All present.
Thank you. All please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Flag is in the back of the room. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. There's a motion and a second. Motion made by Tomcheck, seconded by Kramer. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5 is public forum. The public forum provides the public with the opportunity to ask questions about or address issues included on the school board meeting agenda. General operating rules of the public forum will be determined by the board president once the number of people wishing to speak is identified on the night of the meeting. Prior to addressing the board, please clearly state your name and address. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the board this evening based on the agenda for the special meeting? I'll ask a second time. Does anyone want to address the board? Seeing no one, we'll move on. Item number 6 is discussion and possible decision. Approval of a high school FIED health teacher resignation.
Any background on that?
I think it's still pretty straightforward.
Chairman, motion to approve.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Motion made by Tomcheck, seconded by Kaiser. To approve the high school PE health teacher resignation. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries as well. Item number 7 is discussion and possible decision. Approval of a high school FIED health teacher hire.
So we got pretty lucky and found Kurt Van Hagel. He's been teaching in Merrill for the last 8 years. He did his student teaching here in Mosinee, to my understanding, and really knows the FIED staff very well. He does coaching, he has a health certification and a FIED certification, so he would slide very nicely in that position.
He came with really high references in regards to what he does with his classrooms, and he actually built a dual credit class with NTC, so we're excited to look at possibly bringing that class here, not this coming year, but the following year.
What type of class?
It was a physical training class, where obviously it's an opportunity for kids to learn about physical training and go from there. What's that? The wage?
It's on your package, but it is.
Mr. President, motion to approve that. Second.
There's a motion by Tomcheck, seconded by Barnes. Further discussion from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries as well. Item number 8, discussion of hiring a long-term substitute teacher for the current high school special education teaching vacancy.
As you know, it's really hard to find really good special education teachers. And you approved the resignation of Mary Sarah in the last meeting, struggling to find somebody. So we're going to start the year with a long-term substitute, and we chose contacted Susan Elaranta, who, if you remember last year, came in and helped us out as we were down the school site last year. We brought her in to kind of fill that void, and so she's very familiar with our teachers and everything that goes along with that. She's agreed to take on a long-term sub until we can hire somebody in a full-time capacity.
President, motion to approve.
A motion by Tomcheck, seconded by U.S. to approve the hiring of a long-term substitute teacher for the current high school special education teacher vacancy. Any further discussion from the board?
The only question I have is the number of contract days. Is that standard with all of the staff is 189 days? I mean, we have 180 instructional days, correct?
Correct.
So the 9 extra days are like in
Those are
service.
your in-service days and overtime.
So that would include like all your aides and all your staff are included in the 189 days, correct?
No, not assistant staff.
So it's just certain staff?
That's the teaching staff.
Okay.
Professional staff.
So how does that affect your FTE to date?
Right now?
All staff.
Then as of right now, we're 100% at the high school, elementary school, middle school with that long-term sub position.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries as well. Item number 9 is discussion and possible decision to hire a special education teacher assistant for the 17-18 school year.
One of the things that happens, obviously, if the family moves into the Mosinee School District and soon has an IEP, we're bound to that IEP. So this is a student that moved into the Mosinee School District with an IEP that says that they need a one-on-one aid. And that's in the IEP. At the meeting, determined that it is necessary to have a one-on-one aid for that person. So it is being supported by the special education budget.
Motion approved.
So we have a motion by Tomczyk, second by Lewis, by Bear, to approve item number 9, discussion and possible decision to hire a special education teacher assistant for the 17-18 school year. Further discussion from the board. So just, it's not an open enrolled student, it's an
It is
individual
not
physically
open
enrolled
enrolled.
individual.
Yep, Mosinee address, yep.
Any further discussion from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries as well. Item number 10 is adjournment.
Motion adjourned.
I'll second.
A motion by Tomczyk, second by Norman to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. A few opening remarks as we head into this new school year at Mosinee. After a couple of busy years as a board and a couple of failed referendums, I believe we're in good shape to be moving forward with some updates to the classrooms in the coming year through the energy exemptions that are allowed us as a district. So we look forward to the work and the scope of work that's involved in that project. In addition, we look forward to, in one of our next meetings, understanding what type of money we may spend on some science classrooms at the high school to update that facility as well. So third year in a row where we'll have a lot of work as a board and work that we look forward to. Ultimately, we're responsible for educating our students in the best environment we can, and we're taking some steps to improve that environment. So I look forward to this coming school year. With that said, item number 2 on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you all rise?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 3 is an election of a meeting chairperson. Anyone want to make the election of a meeting chairperson? If not, I will elect Mike Kaiser to be the meeting chairperson. Does anyone want to elect anyone else?
I'll second it.
I think there has to be a nomination in a second.
So I will nominate Mike Kaiser. Does anyone else want to make a nomination? Does anyone want to second my nomination?
I did.
Okay, sorry, Charlie, I didn't hear you. Thank you, but I'm,
Okay, that's right, yeah. I'll second it.
So nomination by Alice, seconded by Zero. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Let them begin the meeting over to you. Thank you.
Appointing of a person for taking minutes, or, minutes and parliamentary. I'm going to do these individually, parliamentary, I represent the Corey Township, and Diane Gordon, as well as the secretary.
I'll second those. Corey
All
and
in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Report and district resident, to the district residents by the oath of
Dr. Schultz is not here tonight, so I will step in and do my best to share her mission for the Mosinee School District with the community and with you, the board. So she had a few prepared statements that I'll read, and then I'll get into We're deeply committed to the children of Mosinee and partnering with this great community to provide each child with the skills they will need to reach their dreams. We embrace our opportunity to guide our children, and we invite every community member to join us on this journey to educate our children. It's our number one goal to have every child meet or exceed our high expectations so that they are career and or college ready upon graduation from Mosinee High School. In early August, our teams from each school came together to review our student learning data and to define specific, measurable, attainable, results-based, and time-bound goals that focus on student achievement and positive school community culture. We're excited to prepare our children for the future by expanding the role of technology in our classrooms. As we open the doors to our new Fab Lab at the middle high school, we launch opportunities to get creative with math, science, the arts, and technology. This classroom will be a springboard for innovation and a connection to our area businesses. So keep an eye out for more information on open community nights that will allow you to see and use our CNC router, CNC plasma cutter, smart table, soldering stations, laser engraver, Roland mini mill, 3D printers, vinyl cutter printer, and many more things in our Fab Lab. School facilities are on the forefront of our work as our aging infrastructure continues to deteriorate. Focusing solely on energy efficiency projects that will allow us to fix our heating, cooling, lighting, and electrical issues will be our number one goal this year. Maintaining facilities that range in age from 1922 to 2007 is no easy task. We value your support, and we know that we cannot reach our goals without our entire community of Mosinee working with us. With that, I'll get into the mission of the Mosinee School District. Is to improve student progress academically, socially, preparing students to be productive members of the multicultural society, promote partnerships with the community to create multiple opportunities to learn and foster lifelong learners who are self-motivated with adaptability for future change. In order to do those things, our strategic plan is built around 6 key areas: student achievement, professional growth and team development, technology, positive employee relations, facility stewardship, and fiscal responsibility. So to start off with, number one, as far as student achievement is concerned, we're going to strive to improve student achievement through a number of efforts, including we're going to focus on excellent teaching, and we do that through grounding ourselves in the educator effectiveness plan put forward by the state of Wisconsin, access to rigorous curriculum that aligns to Wisconsin academic standards to meet the needs of students, safe learning environments with positive behavioral interventions and mental health support for students, closing the achievement gaps through co-taught courses and interventions that respond to students' academic and social needs, and a curriculum that's aligned with Wisconsin academic standards. We will develop clear interventions to respond to students' and academic needs. So that's our plan for this year for student achievement. The second one is professional growth and team development. We have a desire to foster great collaboration for all teachers to continue to grow and learn from one another. This has been a foundational piece of our compensation model. We've hired instructional coaches, building team leaders, and have outlined clear responsibilities and roles for those leaders. We have given leadership roles to teachers to lead professional development opportunities for all staff. We have invited staff to personalize their learning and professional growth, and our compensation committee meets on a quarterly basis to review the progression and continue to make that process better. The third thing is technology. We're going to continue to measure the success of our teachers and students using technology in our classrooms for communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to launch a Fab Lab this year in the middle and the high school that will spur curriculum innovation in math, science, the arts, and technology. It's our goal to open the doors for increased business partnership with citizens' involvement in our Fab Lab. We will also increase our students' access to online curriculum tools designed to extend learning opportunities outside the classroom walls for all of our students. Up next is positive employee relations. Our relationship with our district and with our community contribute directly to motivation, morale, and our ability to meet the ambitious goals that we set. Place a high value on our staff engagement and our ability to work respectively and cooperatively with one another. Each school team will set staff engagement goals and will continually monitor the progress of those goals so that we can continue to foster a respectful and positive school climate and culture. Our employee handbooks have been updated, and we will continue to review them throughout the year to align with the emerging needs of our staff. Facility stewardship, we value buildings that are safe and responsive to the learning needs of our children. As Matt mentioned a little bit earlier, we have a lot of nice things on the horizon here to try and update some of our facility issues. We're going to develop a plan to complete energy efficiency projects that align to the identified short and long-term facility needs of our district. We will develop a proposal to upgrade the high school science classrooms, the high school special needs classroom, which is taking shape and looks really, really good. So if you get a chance to go over by Sue's room, check it out. It looks amazing. Yeah, it looks fantastic. We'll also continue to work in partnership with the Mosinee Community Athletic Association to cooperatively develop the Mosinee Athletic Complex. And fiscal responsibility, the school district will strive to maintain a balanced budget while funding programs and services that align with the vision and mission of our school district. That is the short version of the strategic plan. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to field them. Otherwise, Dr. Schultz is back and she can meet with you individually.
If I may, please. Sure. I want to chime in on that, the MAC situation. I have a communication from MCAA about a year ago, and I'll read it out verbatim. It says, the MCAA has not dissolved. The MCAA is proceeding with its regular fundraising activities for the benefit of Mosinee community sports activities and facilities. As you may be aware, the mission of the MCAA is to promote cooperation for benefit of community sports activities and provide charitable assistance support for planning, building, and maintenance of sports facilities in the Mosinee area. The MCAA was formed to improve equipment and facilities through cooperation of various sports organizations. The MCAA is not out of funds. The MCAA maintains a fund balance on average $7,000 per year. Funds in addition in this are used to fulfill requests from numerous sports organizations in the Mosinee area to purchase equipment and improve their athletic facility. A yearly donation is also made to the Mosinee Community Athletic Complex Fund, which is held at the Community Foundation of North Central Wisconsin. A representative of the Mosinee School District is current fund advisor for this account. If you are inquiring about the Mosinee Athletic Complex, MCAA voted in April 2014 to support a request from the Mosinee School District to take control of the Mosinee Athletic Complex facility. The school district approached the MCAA about this project. The school district stated that they could better facilitate development of the complex. At that point, the MCAA and its partners had raised in excess of $280,000 for the MAC project. Again, a fund is set up for development of the Mosinee area complex at the Community Foundation of North Central Wisconsin. I do not know the balance of the account since the Mosinee School District is the current fund advisor of the account. I am not aware of what signage remains at the complex. However, at this point, it is the Mosinee School District project, not the MCAA. The original plan for the MAC was to develop the complex in a long-term plan in phases as funds allow, and the use mostly of private donated funds, numerous ventures to support fundraising. The Board of Education approved a budget of $125,000 toward the athletic complex in 2013. The total of $125,000 was spent on the project over a course of time spent, with the last of the money spent in 2016. The board also authorized the addition of $85,000 in 2016, which was used to complete the first field at the complex. In total, the school district has spent $210,000, not $125,000, which is so stated. I mean, this is MCAA records, and I just put it out there. I don't care. This is something I had, and I just thought I had to kick it out there tonight. Thank you.
Who was the author of that letter?
Pardon?
Who was the author of the letter?
I think it's Mr. Jamrose.
Well, do you think or do you know?
Well, I'm not even going to answer your question. I'm not. I've got a bunch of other stuff here that could go along with it, and you do the research. I'm just telling you what I got here.
You're going to amend source of your information.
I'll make copies of this if you wish, and then you can check it out
I didn't
yourself.
ask you that.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
I'm not arguing, I'm asking you a simple question.
I'm done.
I'm asking you a simple question, Bernie. You can't answer that question. Who wrote the letter? Does that offend you in some way?
Pardon?
Does that offend you in some way?
Not a bit, not a bit. I don't.
Why would you not answer the question?
Let me see, the person on your, I believe it was Mr. Jamrose, but, there's
So
more on.
was it a letter you wrote you or an email or something like that?
Well, it came on an email, yeah, and then there's accounting on here and stuff like that.
Most emails have the
Here,
source.
this is what I got.
Okay.
It's not something anybody can scheme up, I mean, that's,
He's just trying to put credibility to the information, that's all.
I don't know where you're coming from with that one. This is, it's not identified what the source is. Doesn't say. It shows no email address, it's just a printed page.
But was he not stating some of the minutes from previous board meetings?
I have no idea.
I believe he was, because I think that was out there for the board minutes. From way back when the MCA came back under the school district's guidance.
I don't know. There's nothing identified in the document or where the source of the document is from.
He's just putting it out there. Yes.
For those of you that are new in the audience, that Ann's mother has passed away. The funeral will be Thursday, so we will be at church, I guess.
In Westfield.
Okay, we'll move on. To item 9, presentation of the budget.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to start the budget presentation on page 12, which Josh has up on the screen for you. Page 12 is just the notice that we put in the paper of the meeting, which we're required to do by law. And then on page 13, 14, and 15 is actually the budget as it was also placed in the paper. The format we use is one that the state specifies, so that if a person looks at different school budgets, they can compare. Page 16 goes through the Fund 10 balance sheet. Fund 10 is your general fund, which basically encompasses all the common items you think of when you're operating a school, the teachers, the busing. It's the main fund for the school district. The Fund 10 balance sheet shows the assets less the liabilities, which equals your fund balance. Page 17 shows you the revenue stream that we get for Fund 10. Basically, the main categories of revenue that we receive are state aid and also property tax are the main ways that the school district is funded, as are all the other schools in the state pretty much. Page 18 and 19 show you the expenditures. Expenditures for the district, the major categories of expense are salaries and benefits. Running the school district is very labor intensive. Those are the two main areas where spending occurs in a school district. On page 20, you'll see a new fund, which is the Special Revenue Trust Fund. That's a new fund that basically our auditors had us set up to basically account for any donations that we receive that are not scholarships. So anything that we get money donated for a project, that we get money donated for anything other than scholarships would go in there, and then we spend the money out as per the wishes of the owner. On page 21, you'll see the Special Education Fund. That fund is basically there to offer the learning services that we need to help the special ed kids in the school district. Its main source of funding is Fund 10, so basically we transfer money at the end of the year to Fund 27 to balance the books. On page 22, you'll see the referendum debt service, which is Fund 39. The referendum debt service is used to pay the debt payments on the elementary school addition. And then one thing that's that we're also doing this year is making a payment of $247,351 to prepay some debt on the elementary school addition, which will save you about $33,000 in interest. On page 23, you'll see the food service fund. The food service fund is truly the one business fund that we operate. Basically, the revenues and expenditures support each other all through the sales and then the state aid we get and federal aid that also helps meet our revenue needs for that fund. Page 24 is your expendable trust fund. That again is a donation fund, except now it only counts for scholarships. If you came last year, we put gifts and scholarships in Fund 72. Now the state has decided we want Fund 21 to put gifts and scholarships go in Fund 72. On page 25, you have your employee benefit trust fund. That fund is basically used as a savings account to pay for post-retirement benefits for employees. On page 26, the community service fund. This fund is operates your community swimming pool for the community portions that we use it for, and also to operate community ed classes that are offered by the school district. And that fund is basically supported entirely by the taxpayers. You see no state aid or anything of that sort of that fund. On page 27, you'll see the cooperative program fund. DPI has us when we do a grant with another school district, put us in a Fund 90 account. So basically, if we have a grant with another entity, that would go in this cooperative program grant. On page 28, you have your equalized value comparison. Basically shows you the 9 municipalities that make up the school district proper. Some items of interest is Green Valley's equalized value actually declined. Well, when you look at the village of Cronenberg, there's actually went up by 10%, which is an exceptionally large increase in valuation from what I've seen over the last 29 years. So, and then going on to page 29, you see what your tax levy would be with the post-tax levy, and what your mill rate would be. As you probably are aware, equalized value goes up, the mill rate would come down. We still don't have a firm budget and all the aid figures that we need because it will be dependent on our enrollments in September. Yes, is always the case, but this would be our good estimate of what we're anticipating our mill rate to be October when we adopt the final budget. But like I say, this preliminary. Then the final page of the budget presentation is page 30. And on that page, I basically show you this reflection of the state budget picture and how it affects us. We get 60% of our aid in the last 3 months of the fiscal year, and that creates some cash flow issues for school districts in line and able to actually borrow for cash flow. We do not, but that's something that the state doesn't have sufficient funds to pay out in even increments. So anyway, other than that, I don't have anything else to say about the budget. If you have any questions, I would gladly try to answer them. And otherwise, I'm done with my presentation.
Authorizing the tax levy or to accept the.
To approve his budget, accept it.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
We have a
Well,
motion.
we have a motion on the floor, we need a second.
But that's just a presentation,
I
is it
don't
not?
think you have to.
I don't think
This
it's,
is a-
That's not.
it's just a presentation.
Right.
Then I rescind my motion.
Okay, ready?
On K-4 funding, are we still getting the $6,000 from the state or per student?
Yes, it would yeah, you're actually not getting 6,000, you're allowed 6,000 in revenue. You basically get 60% or 0.6 at even. So the state isn't giving you all that money. You're getting part of the tax. That's part of the revenue limit calculation, and that's usually basically.
How much do we average get per year per student for K?
Well, the cost if you have 60% FTE and you use what you have, basically a $10,000-ish cost, you're getting about 6,000, but the money isn't coming off from the state.
I guess the reason I ask is because we pay our providers $23.50 according to your proposed budget, right?
Yes.
So if you get 6 and 23, that we will only pay our providers about 40% of the 6,000, right?
Yes, but there's additional costs that go into operating the school district that will also be reflected.
I guess my
I mean,
question
we
is,
have support staff that go over there, teachers that go over there, principal that goes to the sites.
I guess we're,
Regular special.
from what I'm hearing is that these people can't really hardly afford to stay in the program at $23.50. I mean, the school district, if now you've got 2 classes over, I don't care what happens to this whole thing, it's not a skin off my nose, but you started with 1, you're to 2, you proposed 3, you voted that down after a 2-hour closed session, and now you're to 2 sections over there. So you hire a teacher, you pay the benefits of $71,000 a year. They can't afford to, they told me right now, they can't afford to pay people benefits because they can't compete with you in terms of money. I mean, that's just what I've been hearing. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I would say comparatively, the district has got access to all the money, and your providers, you just get that amount, right? $23.50 a student.
Yeah, and they provide materials, computers,
I understand, but I mean, quantitatively though, that doesn't come up to 60% of the total, I wouldn't think.
Well, I didn't say that.
No, I know you did, but I mean, I'm just saying what I think. I mean, I could be wrong.
Well, they keep signing the contracts, and we are providing additional service. I mean, I guess if the vendors are upset, they probably should not go to you, they should probably talk to the superintendent.
Well,
I mean, because I don't understand.
Well,
They talk.
I don't think I know everything, but I myself think, you know, and I heard around, I knew the first class, the rumors are out already, the school district can do a better job. Okay, there's reasons for that too. And then you've got 2 and 3, and then I see where other people say, well, put them all over there. I don't care where they go, personally. I have but that being said, money drives everything. If you don't have money, you can't compete. That's where I'm coming from. You don't even have to answer that if you don't want to, but that's just my feelings. I mean, if you don't have the money to handle it, and they tell me right out, you know, you talk about benefits and going on hiring people and paying people, I mean, that's just where I'm coming from, that's all.
Mr. Kaiser, in the interest of our meeting going on, I don't hear a question out of Mr. Kramer. I hear a series of statements. That's not conducive to a good meeting. If there's a question or a purpose, we should move on.
I just have a couple comments too. Brent, you know, when I look at the Fund 10 balance sheet, we had a surplus in 15 and 16 and 16 and 17, close to $1 million this year. We're going to have a shortfall of about $1.1 million. Also looking at spending from that Fund 10 on the chemistry classrooms, science classrooms. We could be approaching, I don't believe there's any accrual in place for that today, so we really could be moving that even further, close to 2.6 million. I just want to keep a close eye on that, especially once the budget's finalized. The other item, it just jumped out at me tonight, and we can revisit it at one of our meetings. Our busing, $875,000 in 15-16, $887,000 16-17. Small increase, $12,000. This year it's jumping $100,000. I thought that was a fixed contract, and I think we're in year 3 of 5 or something like that. Maybe tonight's not the night, but
What's an easy answer? Basically, I have a price, and then, so what it is a route, which is what I budget, and then I negotiated in the bus contract a de-escalator clause based on fuel prices. So basically, remember before I had an account with fuel factored in case fuel prices went up. I'm just basically going with their base route price, and then whatever fuel prices are less would reflect into that amount. But I didn't make an assumption about what the fuel price, that's why there's the difference.
So
because I get money back
the
each month.
fuel stays where it is today. Next year, when we look at it, it's probably going to be in line with this.
Oh yeah, very similar. Because I think the increase we have is like, it's 2.5 or 3, I don't know off the top of my head is what the percentage increase. But the fuel, instead of in the past where we always had to pay extra, now with the fuel cycle we're in, we actually get a kickback. You know, some juncture it goes to, I think the escalator's 3 something. If it goes, you know, $4 or $5 a gallon, you know, for diesel, then I could end up putting money in the patrol account and paying out. But right now, we get that price of credit.
Okay, any other questions? If not, we'll move on to item 7, approval of the annual meeting minutes of August 30th, 2016.
Motion approved as presented.
We have a motion on the floor by Corey Tomczyk, and a second by Diane Gorman. Any questions or
Actually, by voice.
Any other questions? If not, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, authorization of 2017-18 tax levy advisory only. Be it resolved that the school tax reassessed advisory levy against all taxable property within the district in the sum of $9,738,683, which is necessary to operate and maintain the district school system and to finance the recommended budget and debt service obligations. General Fund 10, $8,964,558. Referendum Debt Service Fund 39, $724,125, and Community Service Fund 50,000.
Motion approved.
We have a motion on the floor by Corey Tomczyk and a second by Kelly Zero. Any questions or observations?
Isn't that just again an authorization?
It's an advice.
Authorization. An authorization is where we vote.
Well, it doesn't say for discussion, and it just says authorization of, it's advisory only.
I would recognize in the minutes of last year.
I'm just reading.
If we don't make a motion, a second motion and vote on it, nothing has happened in this meeting but a bunch of fun, exciting time spent in our lives. Whether or not the agenda is written properly or not, I can't tell you, but we do need a motion seconded and vote upon these resolutions.
So possibly next year, maybe we should change that to reflect, you know, so wording.
Okay. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 9, authorization of the board to provide transportation for the public and non-public school. Be it resolved that the school board of the
Mr. Chairman, do we feel it necessary to read everything?
Does everybody have a understanding? What we're
I'm
doing?
going to make a motion, we approve it as presented.
Okay, item 9. We have a motion on the floor by Corey Tomczyk and a second by Kelly Zebo. Any further discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. That's for the 2 resolutions. Okay. Item 10, authorize the board to provide school lunches.
Second one, Meister.
Well, I really like lunch, so I was waiting for that.
Okay, we have a motion by Matt Barnes and a second by Kevin Deal. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
You're good looking, man.
You just want to have real. Mike, you would say. Any other discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Set salary and expense reimbursement for the school board members.
I'll make the motion.
$300,000.
Yeah.
Motion. Second.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Kelly Zero and a second. Okay, is there any discussion?
Hey, just wanted, I had one question. I know it came up at one of the extra meetings we had this year, when we brought something back around that satisfied with as a result of the monthly meeting, so we needed another special meeting. And I know there was some concern over the cost of those. So as I read this today, and Brent, you probably know this better than anyone, we're paid for the 12 meetings we attend monthly, 2 special board meetings, total of 14. If you make all 14, you get 1 more. We're also paid for up to 4 expulsion hearings. We're also paid for any meeting we attend or conferences outside. So we don't get paid for those special meetings, correct, Brent? True. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we understood that as a board. So I was wrong. I thought we did get paid. We do not. So anytime we revisit an agenda item and we have to meet in a meeting, that's on our own dime.
There's a more succinct way to say that. They need more than 2 special meetings. We're paid for 2.
Yeah, and we know what those meetings are. That's tonight in the budget meeting.
Well, actually, we use any, so like if you say
The first-
this one, we fill it in with another special meeting. You have multiple.
I just wanted to make sure we read that so we understood that.
Is there any other questions or observations? We have a motion by Kelly Ziegler, a second by Diane Barber, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item 12, authorize an investment of general fund money on a short-term basis.
Make a motion to approve it as presented.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Corey Township and a second by Matt Martin. Any other discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Other authorizing business. Anybody has any business or other business? If not, I would call for a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Corey Township and a second by Kelly Ziegler. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Expect you to the time next time.
Yeah, I don't have any problems. I see the thing is, I didn't understand the shelf is 6 inches.
Anyone interested in seeing the new special ed room?
Yeah.
Come on down.
Diane, I'm going to see a new one.
What's that?
We'll leave it here. We'll leave it here.
How much are?
Open it up, no problem.
Oh, great.
Have a cookie. Have a cookie.
Oh, it's just.
Half marathon. There's the going to
Okay, right, I just noted everybody, so I'll just look over.
Thank you. How many hours did you put in? We have to do like 300 total. I haven't looked at
Yeah, because tonight, I'm the old man.
You have to do 3 semesters, so we've been doing it since like last year.
Good job.
What?
Oh, that's.
Whatever.
Oh, preparation.
Yeah, right. Yes, you got the David's thing. Okay, I'm leaving. You guys, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, where are we for that CPI?
Elementary school IMC, and then we're meeting with
Is Julie staying?
Julie.
She's coming.
I don't think she's going to the CPI training. I don't think she was on
We gotta
it,
let her
but she's
know.
meeting us at like 11:45 instead of.
10:45.
Well,
I said she'd just wait if we were still in it.
Well, we just need to tell Kayla to kick it. We've all been through it.
Well, last year was new stuff. I don't think there's anything really new this year.
There isn't.
So, okay.
She could probably get it done like
Couple hours.
2 hours.
Yeah. Okay, guys, have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right, you too.
Need help?
No, I'm just saying.
running, that part is really purchased.
Sure.
Check out the
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, I went down to Mountain Soup for a little bit today.
I wasn't in there today, so.
They started putting all the stuff in there.
Oh, no, that part I didn't see, so maybe I'll roll down.
downtown, you go right at the
No, I'm
base
not.
of the base of the east hill there.
Yeah.
Past Camp Stern, Camp Stern, come back to the west a little bit, that's basic trail, come back. There's one right there.
Better knowing the road or not knowing the
We
road?
drove the road, we're like,
Probably a mistake, right?
we drove, but no, it was fun, good family thing.
Good job.
Thanks, you didn't see the minutes yet, so I don't know.
Oh, he'll be able to do two of them, yeah. We'll see it
Well,
Friday.
thanks, I appreciate it, yeah. Bright and early,
Oh, quarter day.
don't be late.
We won't get any, what is that called if you consistently?
Habitual truancy?
Truancy. We don't need any truancy tickets.
No, there's plenty of those.
I know.
They start them early on that stuff.
I meet a few on my way out of town. I'm like, they're not gonna make it.
Oh, no, that's right. Okay, well, that was fun. How's it going, Amy?
Good, thanks.
Good. Everything falling into place? I'm sure there's times you go, holy crap, what is this?
Yeah, sometimes
Jamie?
I'm like, what the heck did I do? No.
Are you have to leave Janie alone, or she gets call
Oh,
anytime?
no, she's like, if you want to text me and ask me something, that's fine. But, yeah.
I'd be texting all the time.
Well, she has great notes.
Yeah.
And I had a couple months with her, so.
Right.
That
Well,
helped.
good for you.
Thank you.
Awesome. It's a big job, though, I know that.
Oh, yeah.
More time away from the family and all that kind of stuff.
But not, and I would never have considered it if my kids were younger.
Right.
You know.
How old
now-
are your kids?
14 and 17.
Oh.
So if I'm home to make supper, that's all they care
Yeah,
about.
they don't want to be around mommy?
No, I'm too embarrassing.
Do they go to school here?
Yeah. They'll
Okay.
both be at high school this year.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be empty nesters here in a few days.
Oh, really?
Yep, first time, I don't know.
Oh.
We have to start going out again or something.
You have to make up some
We're
time
gonna
to
have
do
to like
something.
each other.
Yeah.
We'll see you later, Amy.
All right, bye.
Oh, I missed it, darn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but you came for what the good stuff.
Absolutely. I need my energy to keep watching volleyball.
How was the cookies?
Good, really good, but I don't need any more. So how's it going, Amy?
Oh, it's going good,
You
thanks.
doing fine without it and things are just smooth as can be?
Sure.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. Okay, I'm ready.
Get rid of this. Yeah, Dylan's coming back, I told my sister, he's down there till Thursday, so I said, I really like this vehicle. I want you to go look at it.
Right.
And I might just tell the guy, maybe I'll start to pay for it, and he won't look at it.
Did you show Brent that? Is that what you were doing? What did he say?
But Kevin made a good point. Why is it so low? You know, they're a Honda dealer. They're not a Jeep dealer. You know what I mean? Sometimes they just, that's why I got my Nissan. I got it from what's the name of it? I don't think I ended up getting that from an Infinity dealer. So sometimes like they say people know us for our vehicles. We just don't want to keep them.
Right.
Which, he goes, what? I said, look at the Carfax, everything was in the art, you know what I mean, it's all numbered.
Well, pretty much you can pull up everything. Yeah, I mean, so you should pretty well know what's,
It was only one person had it.
no accidents, because you
No
got to show up
accidents.
on the Carfax.
Right. I didn't know that the guy did.
Yeah.
I didn't see this, he goes, no, I don't think there's an application. What do your picture show the application?
Okay.
Oh, I guess it does, he said.
Okay.
Dawn's gotta go back down on Thursday.
Yeah, well, I see Dalton around.
Well,
You didn't have to go back.
so he goes, you can't sell your car to Devin. I'll buy your car for $5,000.
So Ann's mom passed away?
Yes.
That's what I do hear.
Mm-hmm,
When did she pass away?
I believe it was Saturday.
Yeah, she always came to the basketball.
Yeah, that's what they said that she.
Yeah, she just loved it. I mean, I used to sit
Yeah.
right by her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got to know her. Quite the lady, you know, she's fun to be with.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least she got to watch her granddaughter play.
Right.
That was pretty exciting. She was a good basketball player. Uh-oh, somebody left me that. Is this your stuff?
No, that's Carolyn's, and I'm kind of waiting to see because I think she might take hers home with her.
Yeah, you would think she'd come back. She left it first.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the guys all. They left him to go into another meeting, huh?
Yeah, I think they went to go look at one of the rooms that are being redone or something.
all my junk in here.
Carolyn, do you take your laptop home with you?
No,
You don't take it?
I don't.
I didn't know if you were
I
gonna.
got 3 computers at home now. I did take it, and then I never looked at it, so you can just.
Oh, you're packing up, you're doing my work?
I don't know where that summer loaner one came from,
With what?
because I don't remember putting that in here.
I think I saw
Summer loaner, I don't know.
Mr.
I was gonna check with Brady and see if he
I think I saw.
brought it, because it was plugged in, so I know.
Yeah, I did not put that one.
I didn't think so.
I think I saw him.
I think he must.
And then this here
See you
is,
guys, thank
He
you.
takes,
have a good night.
he takes this home, I think.
that's Mike's, right? Mike Crazy. But Mike left. Where'd he go? Did
I thought he always took his.
Gotta get ready for Friday.
Don't keep jumping the field for a while. Just find your line.
Around later, when you get there, next, in a month or whatever, I'll probably test you after school sometime, in a month or so, and whatever. Yeah.
Your fan sounds like something you got to look at tomorrow.
It's a water valve.
Oh, it's a water valve?
Yeah. It is.
Brady, did you bring that summer loaner one?
I brought that
Oh,
one.
who brought this one?
That's mine. Well, that's Mike's.
Right.
That wasn't working, so I brought it over for him.
All right, so you're taking these two different?